Hey Leopards fans, Mike Ventola here with the Lafayette Sports Network. Very excited to be talking about some volleyball as we're with head coach Ryan Adams. And, Coach, first and foremost, thanks for joining us. And secondly, how did you enjoy your first season as head coach of the volleyball program?
Well, first season in the books, first season ever as a head coach. I learned a lot, and I think we had some fun and some highs and lows along the way, but we learned who we are and who we want to be.
Now you've got 4 players that are graduating, and you're also going to be bringing in 5 new recruits, which is going to be the bulk of what we're talking about today. So how excited are you for the transition of, celebrating the 4 players that are moving on, but also now welcoming 5 new players to your program?
Yeah, I mean, our seniors really stepped up this year. Me not having any relationship prior to this first year, I think they did a great job, and we're just excited for the 5 new, trying to create a little bit of depth in a couple positions.
And let's kind of jump right into the recruits here. I know you and your staff, you've gone all over the country in bringing these players in here to Lafayette, and starting first with Isabelle Cao from Miami, Florida. And what Isabella brings to the table, I know she was an outside hitter and an opposite hitter in high school. Do you envision her to be in that similar role when she puts the uniform on for you guys?
Yeah, we have some great connections in the Florida area, and she falls in line with what we're looking for in a pin hitter, whether it's hitting on the outside or on the right side. I think she can do some great things and has the ball control to be a 6 rotation player for us.
Now I know too she brought in some experience as well too, playing club and AAU volleyball. I know she was a captain her junior and senior year. So do you see someone that down the line could be bring some leadership eventually to the program?
Yeah, it's great when you have some prior experience as a leader. The way we do things, we're all leaders on and off the court. So I think with her prior experience, she can build on that and be a great student here at Lafayette.
Which is great too. So another player as well too, and Jessica Scamp, coming all the way from Fountain Hills, Arizona, so all the way across the country. I guess when you were first talking with her and she got an opportunity to visit here, did she bring up, by the way, like, hey, I'm all the way out west coming to the East Coast, how much of a transition you think that could be for her?
Well, considering I'm from California, I can kind of sway her that it's not that different, being from the west to the east, but interesting experience with her. I worked with her at a high academic camp out in California, so I got to work with her individually and loved the athlete that she is, and has great hands, great location. So
now I know she was a little bit of a setter and as well as a right side hitter, and just kind of asking earlier about Isabella, could she play those similar positions here at the collegiate level?
Yeah, I mean, she's a little bit on the shorter side to hit, but she's a heck of an athlete and can do some very dynamic things on the court. So sky's the limit for her and her athletic ability.
And she certainly was able to set some marks, at the high school level, and seemed to be bringing a lot of talent. Could she be someone that sees a lot of time on the court in her first season?
It'd be great to envision them all playing right when they come in, but I think she can come in and compete for a spot right away.
That's great to hear. I know for all these players, I'm sure that's what they're looking to do. Alyssa Ital coming from Virginia Beach, obviously not too far, not like coming all the way from Arizona, but for her, she was a setter and a defensive specialist in high school, and a multiple first-time team All-State and first-time All-Region. What can Leopard fans know about her and what she can eventually bring here to the program?
She's a competitor. Funny story with her too. I worked with her in high school and in the club scene when I was living in Virginia Beach before I got back into the college game. So I've seen her win a lot of matches. So she's a competitor and does it at a high level.
So with 2 more recruits that we still have to get to, Grace Gibson and of course the other one as well, and Katie Weston, when kind of talking about the other 3 and what they were able to bring or what they can bring individually here to this program. I know for Grace coming all the way in from Texas, and of course for Katie coming all the way in from Western PA. So how excited for you for these 2 to round out your class of 2024?
Yeah, I think Grace and Katie can be huge impacts to what we do. Grace, big physical kid that can hit on the right and out of the middle. Does some things dynamically on the court, and Katie just is everything we look for in a libero DS. She's very calm, has a aggressive serve, and does a lot of intangibles that we're looking for.
I know for Katie too, she was on the Under Armour watch list. You know, for our viewers who are maybe a little, not familiar with the Under watch list, I know it's a pretty prestigious list, especially for high school students trying to make their way into the college ranks.
Yeah, it's a pretty prestigious list. She's one of our top DS prospects that we were going after, and we're just excited that she chose us.
No, yeah. No, of course, and which is great too. And I know for Grace and Katie, they have things in common. They have family members that are that have competed or are competing at the college level. For Grace, of course, her mom and dad playing basketball. Dad at Baylor, mom at Texas, and of course her brother, a football player at Princeton. And then of course, too, Katie's brother is a pitcher at Michigan University. So, knowing that you have two players coming with all this athleticism in the DA, so does that have any bearing on things, or is it kind of much more of a conversational piece?
I think it's a combination. It's great when they have a baseline of what to expect when showing up for first day on the job, if you will.
Yep.
But I think it's just a good conversation piece where you can talk beyond just the academics piece. So.
Alrighty. Well, Coach, thank you so much for hanging out with us here today, and best of luck to you and your staff in this entire program. And of course, we're excited to have the class of 2024 here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That's head coach Ryan Adams.